So Jaylen Brown in his game against the Wizards, he had 35, 5, and 5 in 26 minutes. That's actually a Celtics record. What we're going to look at is how he was able to do it. He made 13 field goals. Only 2 of them were from the three-point line. So majority of those points were all in the paint or in the mid-range area. So we're going to break down how he was able to do that and what you can learn from it and add to your game as well. So the main thing we're going to see when we're watching these clips is that Jaylen Brown did a really good job of being able to get to the elbows the whole game, right? And, one of the ways he's able to do it is just by using his body, but he's really good at using angles to put the defense in a tough position. You'll see the offense on this play, they're going to ghost the ball screen, right? And this defender, when you play, you're taught to make the person you're guarding use a ball screen. But when they slip it, now look at this angle that he's given to Jaylen Brown, right? And what you want to see with Jaylen Brown is he's not trying to take a wide angle and go around the defense. He's going in a straight line drive to the basket, right? And what this does is cause this defender to try to catch up and get this contact. And that's when Jaylen Brown, he's able to give him that little shoulder bump. The same thing that gets Shea so many points, gets that little shoulder bump. He even pushes off a little bit. You see his right arm. Pushes off a little bit, and he's able to get an easy shot right at the elbow because he just does a good job of reading the defender's feet. He sees when he opens up and gives him that angle, and then he attacks in a straight line. So on this play, the Celtics, they run a zoom action, which is it's just when you have a down screen into a handoff. That's a zoom action, right? So Jaylen Brown, when he comes off this screen, the reads that he's making is he's reading this defender first. Is he up close enough to stop him from being able to shoot? If he does step up, can this offensive player get behind him to where Jaylen Brown can throw a lob? And if this defender helps, can he find the shooter open, right? But what he sees, the defender is backing up, so he has a wide open shot right in the mid-range. And, he gets the shooter's touch and gets that to drop. Now watch here, the Celtics are going to get right back to that zoom action, right? So this time, Jaylen Brown, he comes off. Now this time, the defender does a good job of trailing and staying close to him. But again, this defender, he's able to back up because this defender was able to get through, right? So now Jaylen Brown, he still just tries to attack in a straight line. And when the defense cuts him off, watch this arm. He's still giving him that bump, giving him a little push off. And he's able to get right to that elbow again and get an easy mid-range shot. Again, like I said, this is the things that you'll see Shai Gilgeous win MVP for because he's able to do this all game. Now in this possession, Jaylen Brown is going to end up getting the ball screen. And where this defender messes up is, again, he doesn't try to force Jaylen Brown to use the ball screen. So because he's not up to touch and there's space right here, he has the ability to refuse the ball screen and go the other way. And when he does, again, he's going straight down the line. He's trying to go straight to the basket, and when the defense is here to body up and try to stop him, this time it's a punch dribble, and he's trying to get right back to that elbow, right? Now, at this point in the game, he's already made a couple of these bump step backs from this area. So what do you think the defender's going to do? He's trying to jump, so he just gives him a pump fake, step through, gets the foul, and one. That's just being smart, but still just knowing his angles and knowing where to attack. Now this play right here, this is what a lot of people actually need to work on, and that's just being able to dribble into a post, or I like to call it resetting your drive, right? So he catches the ball, he does a quick spin baseline, and the defense is there. They cut him off, right? But watch what he does. He just turns that into a post. He doesn't get there and feel like he got stopped and he has to force up a shot, or, oh man, I gotta dribble the ball out now. No, he just turns it into a post and it's like, okay, you stopped my first attack, but now that I'm at this position on the court, can you stop me here? So now he's able to turn, he gets middle, a good jump stop, and then from here, watch where he brings the ball up. He's keeping it away from the defense, brings it out, away from the defense, and he gets a shot right in the middle of the paint, right? Now that does look like an extremely tough shot because the way his body positioning was facing. But, when you're a pro and you take so many shots from the middle of the paint, right, the most important thing is what's going on up here. He has his shoulder square to the basket. His hands are set. Like, this right here doesn't matter so much in this instance. The fact that his legs are facing the other way, right? He's locked in and he's able to just get himself a shot right in the middle of the paint. In transition right here, he does a good job of pushing the pace, right? So if I'm on offense, you see this defender, he's running with his back turned. These two are backpedaling. He's all the way over here hugged up, and nobody's in the middle of the paint. You should attack and just kind of see if you can get something, right? So full speed. The defender does a good job of trying to get back in front, behind the back, and now look at his angle. Prime time to attack that top foot, right? So, and even here, he gets his feet back set, but look at his positioning. He's not really stopping him from going anywhere. He's kind of inviting him to drive this way, so he drives middle, and when he tries to cut him off, what does he do? Gives him that shoulder. Look at his arm. You can get away with certain things in the league. If you're younger, you can't. If you're not in the NBA, you cannot always extend like that, right? But he just gives him that little bump, and where's he at? Right in the middle of the paint again. Prime scoring area, right? He was able to do this all game. Now he's still able to get to the elbow on this play, and this is just straight off the ISO, right? So the defense is out, pressuring him close to half court. And if you're on offense, you should get happy when the defense tries to press you from this far away and you see all of this space right here, right? None of these defenders are up trying to make it look like, hey, don't drive, except for this way, right? So what does he do? He gets a good hezzy behind the back and shift the defense to where now he has a clear driving angle. But the defense does a good job of getting there and trying to beat him to the spot, right? Everything doesn't have to be a step back though, right? One of the best times to do a half spin is when the defense cuts you off and you do that half spin. They're going to think that you're going to do a spin move, right? So that was all he needed to get a little bit of space to get his shot off. And again, see where the ball is. He's keeping it away from the defense when he brings it up so that swipe didn't work. So now after he swipes, his hands are down. He has a clear line of vision to the basket. He's able to just turn, get himself an easy one. But again, he's getting to this elbow. He's getting to that elbow. That is a prime scoring area. He did a good job of attacking in transition this game too. If you're a scorer, learn how to score in transition. That's an easy way to score an extra 6-8 points a game because you can just attack before the defense is set, right? So he's able to get downhill. The defense are already on the hills. They're sprinting backwards. And he's able to get downhill. And when he sees the bigger defender, he just turns and he uses his body, right, to stop him from being able to rise up and block that shot. And he gets an easy finish right over in front of the rim. Here's another play in transition where, again, the defense is not all the way set. They don't even have 5 guys back yet, right? So he catches the ball. He gets right to attacking that top foot. He gets CJ McCollum to open his hips. And from there, it's just highway to heaven. He's going straight to the basket. The transition is prime time to attack, especially if you are a scorer. Get some easy ones. Now, when you're making shots and you're scoring the way he was, that's when some of these threes that you take, these are just heat check shots. He's feeling it, right? So he hits him with the snatch, and from here, he just goes straight ISO mode, right? Tries to get him to back up, and once he gets that little bit of space, sidestep to create even more space. And that's a tough shot. Sidestep going to your right. But when you've been seeing the ball go through the net all game because you're getting easy shots, you can take shots like this. Here's another example of just when you're making shots, like that's when you can see what that jumper is looking like, right? So he's been making a ton of shots from right here. He's been seeing it go through. His form probably feels good. So now he's able to take the 32, 33 footers when the defense goes under a screen and knock it down with confidence, right? He's just feeling it. So you cannot have a good day unless you wake up early. All right, we got the new jumpers for breakfast t-shirts, and it's not just a shirt. There's an entire workout on the back, right? It says it again. You cannot have a good day unless you start early. Right here on the ingredients, these are all the shots that you need if you want to be a great shooter, right? It tells you the serving size, and it tells you how many reps you should make. Remember, these are all counting swishes. Right? The serving size is one spot. So if you do these in multiple spots, you will be a very, very, very good shooter, right? On the side, it shows you the order that any of your training should go when you're working out by yourself. You don't have a program. You start with your ball handling, your finishing, form shooting, spot shooting, movement shooting, off the dribble shooting, and then you get some live reps in there, right? And at the bottom, I gave you some real game. Every move has a counter, every counter has a pump fake, but that's not it. Everyone who purchases, you get access to my full 6-week pure score transformation, right? Which is 6 weeks worth of workouts. These are 42 workouts for you to use and become a better basketball player. This is an example of the type of workouts you would get, and you also get videos of everything that you need, right? So once you get it, you'll get access to the app. You'll be able to log in. You'll be able to ask questions. If you need more videos than what are provided, you can shoot me a message. I'll upload more videos. I just want to help people get better. Step 1 of doing that, go ahead, get you a Jumpers for Breakfast shirt. Make sure you head to the description, click that link, and let's start becoming better hoopers.